A lot of this journey is really sitting with yourself and being honest with yourself, true to yourself, not running from yourself. And after talking to my dad the other day, there's a lot of like duality and like within this thing. Like, I was receptive of who he is because it's my dad. Like, I don't want nobody to ever, like, I don't want no child or nobody ever to like give your parents, give your people you love as many chances as there is to give. Like, that's not a or if you like, if you don't want to, like, that's the thing too. You don't have to. Like, some people, like, you don't get to show people, you don't get to determine how people's capacity for love. Right now, it was, to me, I feel like it's more of a detriment to be out of relationship with my parents than it is of it to be in relationship with it. It's just that they often have wanted a relationship with me on their terms without considering what I needed from a relationship with them on my terms. So I'm just now getting to a place where we're gonna have to meet in the middle if you want anything with me. And after talking with my dad yesterday, seeing his spirit, realizing that he also was under spiritual warfare, and so it wasn't necessarily him coming against me, but more so like the energies that keep us disconnected. Like, there's people that you want to be around every day, that you love talking to, but something won't let you do it. And sometimes it's protection. Like, sometimes hurt people, and there's something just not, that doesn't need to be happening right now. Then there's other times where love people, and that type of energy coming together is something you gotta, like, the enemy will destroy it. And I felt this so many times. Every time I'm like linking with my sisters, when it's just powerful, when I'm around women who I trust and love, like me and my mom, for example, like, there is some connections that you have that that it's meant to be. But sometimes, for example, the relationship that I know I share with my birth mom, like, if we really stood in what our relationship really is, we would make so many people jealous and envious of that, because it's real. Like, if my mom could get through her own energies and I can work through my own energies and be a fucking daughter, then we would be like a power couple. Same with my dad. Like, the twin flame energy is real with my parents. I know I was created from like kids know when they were created from like, like, you are a direct incarnation of what your parents were manifesting when they were having sex. And like, all of that energy, whatever their highest vibrational frequency was when they were laying down together, is what you are. And mine just so happens to be love, and it's some other shit up in there, but love is such a powerful frequency that's what reigns supreme over all of the other shit. And I know that at the time that my mom and dad came together, they loved each other. They were receptive to one another, and they created a person who was very much receptive of both of them, half and half, through and through. Like, I am, like, literally, like, me and my sister both. And I'm more like my mom, and my sister's more like my dad, and we clash for those very same reasons. So it's like the same reason why they can't be together is oftentimes why me and my sister don't get along that well. And I don't want to be at war with that no more. I don't want to fight against that no more. I don't want to like wave around this. It's not a badge of honor. Like it's just what it is. I was created this way. You need to go into the Akashic records. You need to go into your spirits. You need to go into yourself, and you need to ask God to restore your identity within yourself and help reveal to you who you are from like the energy that was poured into you. And a lot of people may have to accept that it wasn't all pure. Like some people like y'all are not planned. Y'all weren't, people didn't intentionally have you. So there's a lot of disconnect that you may have with the world because of not, like, your parents not being prepared, in a sense of like they just fucking really, they're not really connecting and hitting on different dynamics. Not to say that my parents knew any type of divine principles. I feel like they embodied them naturally because like the DNA, like how it carries information. So I feel like that shit was already in them. A lot of the stuff that I want to do is why it came out like that. But I do believe that when, like, my dad was trying to, like, find himself, discover himself, reclaim himself, he met a woman who was already comfortable with who she was, and who, and the reason why she was so receptive and open to him was because of that. She, like, typically a person who was already, like, on their shit and doing what they supposed to be doing in their world will probably like, nah, you still trying to, you know. But she saw that he was going through something. She saw that he was trying to overcome that battle with himself, and she just wanted to give him the space to do that. She wanted to be the woman who helped him do that. And I don't fault my mama for that. I am a natural embodiment of that. Like, my love for people is it's so pure that it's almost like, it's like a double-edged sword kind of thing. Like, it's so good when it's there that when it's not, you don't know what to do with yourself. Like, people, like, will damn near fight or kill me because of my energy. And that's why I have to be more protective of myself, because I have shared myself with a lot of people before I really knew this, like, what I was sharing, because they don't have it. When people don't have what you have, when they weren't born like you were born, they're on the hunt for a sense of belonging, a sense of self. A lot of people don't have a sense of self because of who their parents were when they were having sex. You were just laying down with this person, allowing them to do whatever, how do you, every which way. And I'm not saying that some of that didn't go on with my dad and my mom, because I very much know a lot of shit did happen. But I also really know that there was something else involved. Like, there was a pure, I have a pure light running through me. A green light, a pure light, a yellow-green light, emerald light that just flows through me. And I truly believe it was from my dad's seeking of self and my mom embodiment of self and receptivity of self. Like, it's attractive when a person is trying to achieve the life that they want to achieve. Now, everything that happened, how it happened, that's they shit. I don't know everything, so I ain't finna speak on it. But I do know my energetic disposition is very balanced. I'm a lot grounded than a lot of men and women, like, even in masculine things, in femininity, all of these things. Now, the thing about being balanced in this is that it's hard to be either which way. So if you are with them, like, extremely, like, I'm with an extremely masculine man, I'm gonna be so freaking feminine. It's not even gonna be. I don't even be recognizing that girl, because I be like, I just how much I know. I don't experience this shit, because who the fuck is this bitch? And then when I'm with a more feminine man, I am a real nigga, and it's like I don't even be mad about it. Like, you know how some women resent or feel like they feel a way for how to take care. I like it. I don't like that. Don't bother me. I just don't like being used. So it's like, if you feel like you just one upping on me, and like you you're not gonna see, you gonna act like I'm not valued, like I'm not putting in this work, I'm not helping you, I'm not, like, if you gonna play a player, then hey, that's your loss. But generally, I love taking care of people. So masculinity, being a provider, being someone who gives, who's the leader, who's the person who who sets the tone, puts the plan in action, like, or just have the resource, like, baby, I got the money, baby, what we doing? What you want to do? Here go the money. Like, that's shit. That means I fuck with myself for that. I never felt no way about that. The only time, like I said, I got cocky with is when a nigga tried to play me on some shit, like I wasn't who I was for real. So just let me show you. But yeah, that's the only time I feel like that my energy kind of gets misconstrued, is because a lot of the time I don't know what's happening. I don't know what type of man I'm coming in contact with, honestly. And a lot of people just don't be balanced within themselves, so they don't really know how to be. And I also come in contact with a lot of men who expect me to just make ready man or something. And bitch, I'm not showing you a bitch ass thing. I'm not catering to you. Y'all can go with them pick me bitches. Y'all can go find whoever will give that to you, because it ain't over here. It'll never be over here. I would happily die lonely. Happily. I've had enough interactions with men for a lifetime. Right at now, like as of now, it ain't that deep. Like I could not have sex ever again and be happy as fuck. Because life isn't about sex. It's not about like that energy. Like that energy is so, like, the physical interaction is just one spectrum of that. That energy could be enjoyed on bitch, we can go on a hike and experience sex. We can we can do anything and dwell in that energy. Y'all just be trying to take. And I realize when I give myself away physically, it only leaves me in deficit, no matter who it is. I haven't yet to give myself to a man or a woman who has gave me more energy than I gave them. I've had some reciprocal, like it wasn't a give or take. It was like you didn't take from me. It was like whatever you took, you return. It was a transference. I've had some of those, and I have tried to maintain those relationships, but people again don't value energy, don't value exchanges. So often they get those relationships they dissipate. But I don't know. I just been feeling like I'm not as heavy as some of the thought forms, energies would like me to be. I'm not as worried as I used to be. I don't care about a lot of things that I used to care about. And I'm more healed in regards to a lot of these things because of it. Like, when you can understand the root of something, you can release your resistance and resentment towards it. Like, understanding that a lot of the traumas that our bloodline face is more spiritual than it really is, like before it's physical, then you realize the work that's you is required. And everybody's not going to be able to do that work. So verbalizing and talking about these things isn't going to be something you can do all the time. It's hard for me to talk to people who I know abuse me in the same way that facilitates the type of sexual abuse or molestation and incest and rape that happens. Is difficult. So, for example, my mom is very, very just a very dynamic dual being. I'm 25 and I can live with my mom rent free. Now, I still feel like a burden. I know she does need support. She does need more help. So it is a like a thing to like, okay, you do need to contribute at some point, which I have. So that's not a problem. It's just at this current moment I'm not. And I'm working through like always knowing that my mom needed me, not because she needs, like she couldn't, like oftentimes parents don't want to accept that they have children because they couldn't do life alone. Because if you really felt like you could live alone, you wouldn't have kids. Your spirit, your energy, you wouldn't even be able to like, so you know, like, I don't want to hurt no feelings today. Because if I really start speaking that shit like that, it'll go over some heads. So, but let's just say everybody is here for a reason, a purpose, even if it's for the most demonic, evilest, cruelest shit in the world. They got to be that way so that those who are meant for the most light of the world can be who they supposed to be. And so being able to see my mom and hold my mom in different capacity has allowed me to heal and let go without the need to heart and give name to some of the energies that's at play. Because a lot of the times, good morning, I'm well. Huh? Yeah. You said what? Hi. What's my name? Carbon. Huh? Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not interested. That's okay. Okay. Thank you. So yeah. I don't know if he's just gonna stay right there and watch me. But I don't really like I'm not gonna say I don't like African men. I think he was African, he had an accent. But I've had enough Nigerian, Jamaican experience that it's just never gonna give for me. I like my men from my land. But anywho, but yeah, I think that